Bags, a man who shoots from the lip.
Guys, it's your funeral. What's in the sausage?
Dan, how many sausages did you make yesterday?
What I did was I managed a team that produced over 1,100 sausages.
That's, on a calculator, naught. I'm just going to use my psychic instinct here and predict what they are now saying. I need everything spoon-fed to me. Where's the spoon? Give me some spoon.
Tourists were essentially just juicy money bags, aren't they? Dip my hands into their pockets.
I saw you looking.
Lovely doing business with you. Thanks very much.
Das ist wunderbar.
Tomorrow's a new dawn, a new day.
Let's make some money.
Stuart bags the brand, sold less but at a higher price. Yeah, and that's where he made the profit.
That's a thumbs up. If I'm given the opportunity to work for you, then with your massive resources, I can make millions of pounds for you. I've done it already selling yo-yos in the school playground. I can take your resources and make you so much money. I will absolutely shine.
When it came to Stuart, I always thought he's the type of person, he's either going to be super successful or he's going to crash and burn, such as his sort of volatile and, crazy character.
In week 1,
Sausages?
his aggressive sales technique got him noticed.
If I trip over, I'm going to be very upset. Would you like to buy some sausages?
No.
You sure? Thank you very much. And there's your lovely sausages. Okay, if you have any problems, feel free to keep them to yourself. Thanks very much.
I can't believe Stuart's still here. By 12 o'clock on our very first task, 12 o'clock midday, he had upset 2 members of the public, me. There's a line, and I think you're stepping over it.
Well, I just think it's a key to good sales, to be honest. I mean, I've never had a problem with it.
Your energy's great,
Yeah, well,
and you're doing very well.
Who's sold the most?
You.
Excuse me, love, would you like to buy some sausages?
I really threw myself in as if it was a sprint, really, as opposed to a marathon, and I went all guns blazing and I tried to sell as many sausages as I could, and really I didn't think about what I was saying, and I thought we were going to win, so I didn't think it would matter, but we lost, and that really bit me in the arse when we went back into the boardroom.
Stuart,
Yes, Lord Sugar?
why shouldn't I fire you?
If you give me 100 grand a year, I will deliver to you 10 times that. And if I don't, take it back. I'll give it back to you, a money back guarantee. I'm that confident. And that's why you shouldn't fire me, Lord Sugar.
Stuart, you've made some ridiculous statements across the table here to me. It ain't going to get you anywhere.
When Lord Sugar reacted almost angrily to my offer, I honestly was incredibly surprised, and I make offers like that to people. You give people money back guarantees, and it's what happens in business, and perhaps he just was never expecting anybody to have the balls to say that to him. Say he'd fired me there and then, then we would have never been compatible as boss and employee anyway, so there's no point in hiding who I am.
You're counting him out and you can count me straight back in.
Over the next weeks, Stuart's mouth continued to talk him into trouble.
Am I right in thinking that a baby would be dead if it reached 39 or 40 degrees Celsius, so the product actually would never...
That's dangerous.
What I'm trying to say is that the product wouldn't be completely white when you needed to look.
So guys, that was so bloody...
I know, like that.
You still find it hard to control your mouth, which is something that I cannot accept at all.
Stuart is a really funny one. He's a wild card. He's intelligent, I'll give him that, but is he hero or zero? I don't know.
In week 7, Stuart finally got the opportunity to prove himself.
Quick, turn!
It was time for Stuart to prove that he wasn't just all gong and no dinner. Time for him to prove there was some substance behind the rather vacuous Stuart the brand.
I threw myself in as project manager, and it was something that I'd never done before. I'm selling DVDs in front of a grey screen.
Oh, look who's won the race.
So if you've got a queue, 15 quid, up the price, right? I didn't want a fixed, rigid pricing strategy, because people that come in with, expensive handbags and purses are going to pay a lot more. And, I think if somebody had a diamond engagement ring the size of a golf ball on their finger, they need to pay £35 for a DVD. We won, and we won because of my strategy, my pricing strategy.
Well done.
I'm so proud of everyone.
I've laid on a masterclass of champagne tasting.
Wow.
Are you old enough to drink? I'm not sure. Yeah.
I'm legal almost everywhere.
Okay.
The youngest candidate ever at just 21, Stuart spent his early years above his parents' pub on the Isle of Man.
Stuart gets all his business acumen, really, the wheeler-dealer type of cut and trust business thing from his father. He's grown up the whole time with his father sitting there counting the money. He wasn't that interested in doing the work to get the money, but he used to love counting it.
Somebody's got to do the hard work.
When you live in a pub where every day there's business occurring, you naturally become curious. And I've been trying to sell stuff all my life, some with success, some without. And this is what shaped me. And I think I want a better car, I want a better house, I want a better holiday, I want better everything. And the way to do that is to make more money. And you make more money by working harder and having better ideas.
He always wanted to do things which normal children probably didn't want to do. He never, ever, I don't think he even has even today, read a fiction book. The books he read were always manuals of some sort or another, really boring manuals. I think he even...
Only boring for you.
Well, yes.
He loved them.
About how things worked. Mobile phones when they came out. Computers. The number of books he read about computers, I can't believe it.
I think I'm essentially like the office IT geek, but maybe with a little bit of a personality. I absolutely love technology, but, you know, I've managed to get myself a girlfriend, which kind of makes me a little bit different from all the other IT geeks out there. But I absolutely love communications, I love basic business, and really, I've been driven throughout my life to make as much money as possible.
At 18, Stuart launched himself into business as a broadband provider.
We're really proud of Stuart and what he's achieved at such an early age. We haven't really helped him or given him any financial backing, so everything he's done he's achieved himself, and his parents were sometimes amazed as well as being proud. He's a one-off. I mean, as is Lord Sugar in his own right. He's a one-off, and we think Stuart is a one-off.
I think Stuart, without doubt, identifies with Lord Sugar. He models himself on Lord Sugar. He wants to be him. The difference between Stuart and Lord Sugar, well, there's many differences, but the main one is that Stuart has to understand that working as a team, listening to people, being strategic, getting the best out of people is what makes you a great business person.
In week 10, Stuart took his fight to the streets.
Anyone that Joe sells to, we can neutralise by stealing them on the way.
Stuart, can you get off our pitch, please?
This is all of our pitch now.
No, it's not.
It is.
Sorry to hassle you, but we would do it for £5 cheaper, the exact same
Can you
tour.
just
ignore this?
These idiots, they're just amateurs, frankly. This is actually...
Hi
guys, can I trust you on a tour today?
What the hell is going on?
We've got the most spectacular open-top tour bus
He's an
that you'll
absolute
go on
liar.
today.
Don't believe
It's
anything.
absolutely amazing.
Everyone paid for this bus tour and it's far too expensive. Waste of time, definitely.
It's £5 a ticket.
Ignore it. It's not worth it. It's just obviously they're nervous.
I've had a couple of really close encounters with a black cab since I've been in this process. The toughest fight that I've had, though, was after the tour bus task.
Stuart, you see yourself as some kind of entrepreneurial young rough diamond.
Let's start a new company, and not only will you be able to put me in an existing one, I can run one for you.
There have been some great speeches from the doc, but none greater than Stuart's when he faced Lord Sugar and went into the most eloquent plea for a reprieve.
I want you to wake up in the morning and check the bank balance and think, he has made me millions. And I won't be happy with myself unless I've done that for you. I'm not a one-trick pony, I'm not a 10-trick pony. I've got a field of ponies waiting to literally run towards this.
I thought I was so fired, and I fought my corner, and it really was a comeback from the ropes.
There's 60 million people in the country. There's bound to be one of them which shines through.
And I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. Out of 60 odd million people, there's got to be another one around. Are you that person?
I'm not going to lie to you. Betting on me will be a punt, but it will be one that is going to pay off massively.
Well, okay.
When you think you're about to be fired, you have a very strange feeling come over you, and I imagine it's kind of like you feel when you're about to die. It's a strange sense of acceptance. You do start drifting almost towards a white light.
So, as hard as you work, and as hard as you have worked, I'm going to let you go. Liz, you're fired.
Thank you.
He even looked at me as he said, "You're fired, Liz." So, really, that was the toughest fight, not only this process, but I think the toughest fight of my life.
Lord Sugar said right at the outset of this process that he wasn't looking for some sort of, boring, staid sort of character. He wanted flair. He wanted people who take a chance. Stuart Baggs will take chances. Stuart Baggs has got flair. So in that sense, he's a candidate that given time could be tailored into something really quite valuable. It's certainly worth putting a few pounds on Stuart Baggs as a candidate.